Stylemaster General, The Life of Graffiti Artist Dondi White. So, this is an incredible book about an incredible person. Dondi White, in my opinion, and it's, you know, for what it's worth, Dondi White, greatest subway writer there was. Obviously, he took inspiration from other people, but he was a proper innovator in a time of amazing innovation as well. Because I was a massive fan of Tracy 168 and Phase 2 and those guys as well. But Dondi was really super special. His work just consistently amazing. And let's chat, right? Let's get into it. So, first to say, I'm going to do this book in 2 parts because I don't want to just bash through it. I'm also not going to do the intro because the intro is all this autobiographical stuff, all this. Get hold of this book, even if it costs you a fortune. It is an amazing, amazing book. So here we go. Get into his art. Let's kick off with this. Look at this. Look at these tags. I don't know. Now, again, I'm not an expert on New York graffiti either. So IRTs, all that. I don't know which is which. 2s and 5s, all that. I'm not an expert on all that. I just know what I like, really. I know bits and pieces of the folklore. So, look at these beautiful Dondi tags. So, Dondi's crew, CIA, Dondi CIA, there you go. Crazy insides artists, because they used to kill insides. Big Zephyr tag there as well, for those you know Zephyr. Other great artist. Zephyr was CIA, wasn't he? Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Now, this is the great thing. So, I think this is the earliest Dondi design we've got, and this is from 1977, so, you know, a way back. And the best thing about all this stuff is that we've got most of his black book designs to match up with it. This is what's so amazing about this book. Black book design with the car that was painted really early. I mean, that's such a 70s, early 70s sort of naive, beautiful graffiti piece. Anyway, let's keep going throughout. Great thing about this book as well, just to give the book a plug, is that you've got people like Zephyr and Duro and Spar and all these people commenting, give us a bit of lowdown on the piece and where the piece is. I won't go through all that. I'll just sort of show you this. I mean, look at these. All this stuff looks. I know it sort of sounds mad and we take it for granted nowadays, but in those days, to be able to do a car illegally in the night, in the dark, that looked like the black book design, that was impressive. Really impressive. Look at that beautiful thing. What's that? Dondi Kel, Fun City. Fun City, yeah. I mean, this is one of the things that inspired me early on as well, is this thing about that's just a piece of lined paper. You know, he could do designs on anything. I love it. My first black book, actually, my first, I won't say proper black book, because it was, I have got it, but I'm not showing it to you because it's too embarrassing. Genuinely, it's too embarrassing. But it was on lined paper. Yeah, I found it recently. I was looking for it. I went, there's no way that's seeing the light of day. Not a chance. But look at this stuff. I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. That is actually a top to bottom whole car they've done there, but they've done their names as sort of window downs. And it's that one. Brilliant. He went under a lot of names, and there's going to be some later that you're going to see. You can see this style beginning to move now. So this is like late 70s, early 80s stuff, this. Another top to bottom whole car there. Yeah, he went under a lot of names. He had a lot of names that he used to write. You'll see a few. Knock 167, other CIA member. Look at that. Love it. I'll tell you what I love there as well. I love that 5 there. I love that 5. That is funky. To paint that like that in what? 1981 maybe? God damn. big old chromes, big top to bottom chromes. Bus, so this was one of Dondi's names. He wrote Bus. Look at this, Dondi and Fuzz 1. Those of you who don't know, Fuzz 1, early Bronx writer. Who was writing. He was probably writing 10 years before this was painted as well. This is 81. He was writing in 71. You know, he was originally from Indiana, moved to the Bronx when he was a kid, and he was a member of the Ebony Dukes. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What a great car that is. Look at those letters. Oh, amazing. Again, you can really see the inspiration on early UK graph from those letters. Really see how Dondi influenced Bando, and Bando absolutely sort of, you know, kicked a whole generation into gear in the UK. Back to front piece. This man was doing it in 1978. Nothing new under the sun, right? Amazing. Lovely, just straight letters, straight letter pieces. Oh, this is the original Children of the Grave. So this is the one that people don't ever remember. And you're going to see why in a minute. This is Children of the Grave, this was called. Big top to bottom whole car. And with these big sort of blockbuster letters. Beautiful. Yeah, inspired by the Black Sabbath song. This is Children of the Grave Part 2. And this is why people don't remember number 1. Because this one is so memorable. But even this one is slightly overshadowed by this one. This is Children of the Grave number 3. And this, painted in 1980, this is the one we'll remember because we've got photos of him doing it. And I talked about these characters recently, these Vaughn Bode characters he uses from Deadbone. And look at that, that's the black book design for it. I mean, isn't that amazing? So amazing. And these are the photos that we've got of him doing it, you know, broad daylight. I don't know what the story is about this. I'm assuming it's an illegal piece done in the yard. Somebody will know. Tell me, somebody, if you know, because I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming it was all illegal. Yeah, there he is. This is a big top to bottom whole car that he did, which was a sort of, you know, as a tribute to his Children of the Grave Part 2 piece. But it was all legit, you know, art show basically, art train. Nako, so this is another of his names that he used. Nako. Look at that, how lucky are we that we've got these, you know, to show us. Look at that. That is great. I don't know enough about New York. I mean, I've spent time in New York, but I never lived there. I was all West Coast when I was in America. And I don't know enough about... I did work in New York, but only briefly. So I don't know enough about those areas to know what line that is or anything. So good. Wim, that was another of his names. White, that was another one. Mr. White. What a great, big sort of window down whole car that is. 1980. Just brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. Look at this dirty sort of black but grimy, all kind of creased up. Did he take these to the yard? He might have even taken them to the yard with him, you know, these black book pieces. Scraps of paper with stuff on. This is a really famous piece. I don't know if you guys have seen this one before. Too Many. And it's because it features in the book. Is it Subway Art or Spray Can Art? One of them two. Subway Art, I think. Love that character. Sort of Bode-esque character. And yeah, lovely style and that too many. Great kill piece there as well. All these are just fantastic. Great, great. Asia, that's another of his names. That was another one that he wrote. God, he did have a lot of names, didn't he? White, Asia. Apparently he'd do these after he'd done his whole cars as well. Just chuck them up. You know, this is his version of like doing a throwy. Bit more elaborate than most of us. Great. Westchester Avenue. Big old window down whole car. Great. Important message, heroin kills. It was that time, you know. Just before the crack epidemic in the 80s. Grimy. Look at that grime on that. Crikey. Gorgeous. Love them colours. Pose. Another of his names. Oh, this is when he this is his third rail piece. Look at that. This is a very famous car, this one. Really famous car. By what's his name? Rasta. Rasta, Dondi and Zephyr. And that Zephyr piece is a really famous Zephyr piece. Great. So good. Oh, just love it. Look at that. A rare sort of coloured black book piece as well. Just great style, isn't it? Bear in mind, you know, these styles were not happening, you know, from anybody else. He was doing this. He was making this up as he went. And we look at it now and we take it for granted, a big flared arrow and broken up bits and stuff like that. This was, you know, 1979. This geezer was inventing stuff on the hop. This was his style. Somebody's going to argue me in the comments probably. That's super cool 223 or, you know, whatever. And yeah, all those guys, they deserve massive props as well. A lot of those guys just, you know, they're not, people don't even know who they are nowadays. That's why I want to do a lot of this stuff, so that anybody who doesn't know, who wants to know, can know. Bus, that's another Dondi name. Beautiful, aren't they? Just amazing. And can we just say as well, the man got busy, right? He got really, really busy. He did a lot. Big, you know, top to bottom, whole cars there, you know. I think that was his last one. Yeah, hang on. End of an era, Dondi's last subway. Yeah, this is it. So in 1988, he did this bus piece. His last subway. Wild Style. Very famous train, this one, the Zorro one. Look at that stuff. Just great. Loads of sketches. Black book sketching. Look at these wonderful sketches. God damn. Oh, God, they're grimy and lovely and amazing. And yeah, the fact, it's always trying to remember the fact that he was not he wasn't copying people. I've got that somewhere else. I've got that in the oh, what's it called? The Back Jumps book. Beautiful. Look at that. That is so like early UK graph. That and that as well. These two. You should really see the influences there. There we go. So I'm going to leave it there because there's stuff I want to do next. But I'm going to do another part basically. I'm going to do a second part because I want to pay it some justice, because this is a book that, you know, I don't want to just dash through it. I want to really savour it as we go. So I'm going to leave it there. But so far so good. That's part 1 of Dondi White Stylemaster General. The life of graffiti artist Dondi White. An inspiration to us all.